Today I want to ask some questions here. And all I ask is that you listen and that you honestly try to answer these questions within yourself. Try to think about what God has done for you, what God has done for humanity, what God has done for the world. He is our creator. He created our world. He created everything that we see, everything that we know, everything that we feel. And after humanity turned its back on Him, He gave Himself to us in the form of Jesus to save this fallen people. That's what He's done for humanity. He gives us power. He gives us love. He shows us compassion. These are the things that He's done for humanity. But think of the things that He's specifically done for you. Think of all the times that He was there for you when you cried out for Him. Think of the prayers that He's answered for you. Think of the people that He's put into your life. Your spouse, your children, your parents, your grandparents, your friends. All of these people that you love and that you care for. The only reason that they're in your life is because He's put them there. Think about your situation in life. The good and the bad. Think about everything. Think about the hugeness of God, beyond understanding by the human brain, so far beyond our comprehension that we won't be able to fully understand everything until we're face to face with Him. So great, so amazing. Think of all of the incredible stories from Genesis to Revelation. And then ask yourself, this God, my God, does He only deserve my undivided attention on Sunday? Is that really what He intended? Is Sunday service really all He asks? Ask yourself that bowing my head, closing my eyes, saying a few nice words, thanking Him every day, is that enough? Is that really all He asks? Is that we spend a moment here and there when we have time to talk to Him, to thank Him? Is that really all He asks? Is that all He wants? Does He deserve more than that? Ask yourself. Singing on Sunday, singing in the worship service, is that enough? Is that all He deserves? Is to sing 5 or 6 songs on Sunday? Or even 5 or 6 songs on Sunday and listening to Christian radio or listening to your music on your cell phone, your worship music? Is that enough? Is that all He deserves? This God, this so incomprehensible, so powerful, so immense in power and love and compassion, who's given himself. Don't you think, honestly, when you look at it like this, don't you think it's ridiculous that we think that we can set aside a little bit of time here on Sunday, or set aside a little bit of time here and there during the week, or that we can sing some songs and that's enough, or that we can speak to him a few times a week and that's good enough? This God has given us a part of himself to live inside of us. This God deserves the attention of his people every second of every minute of every hour of every day of our lives. He deserves our adoration constantly. He deserves our prayer constantly. He deserves our assembly together constantly. God doesn't deserve church. Church is a day, a place, a time. Church is filled with limits. We sing for a certain amount of time. We preach for a certain amount of time. We Bible study for a certain amount of time. These limits are like a spit in the face of our God. Our God desires us. Our God is a jealous God. And so when we give him Sunday, what a disgrace. What a disgrace. And most of the time we don't give him all of Sunday. We go to service for a few hours. The rest of the time is ours. When we only give him moments, short moments of talking to him and thanking him, where we bow our head and close our eyes and put our hands together. What a disgrace. God is a jealous God. He wants our attention. He wants our devotion. He wants us to talk to him all the time. Communicate with him. Commune with him all the time. Not just in those moments. We are choosing tradition, religion, over the greatness, the grandeur, the majesty that is our God. That's what it comes down to. So just ask yourself, put these two things together. Think of God. How amazingly huge, massive, the majesty, the power, the incredible being that is God. And then think of what we do for him. We give him a few hours on Sunday. We give him some moments of worship. We give him some moments of prayer. How despicable is this system? How disgusting is this system that we put in place for ourselves? This system isn't put in place for God. It's put in place for you to make your life easier so that you can feel like you've done your part, that you've put in your time for God. This system isn't even for him. The church system isn't for him. It's for you. It's for people, made by people. And we need to start putting this together. We need to start thinking of what we do, what tradition, what religion requires of us, and then put that together with what God is, who God is, what He has done. Not just what He has done for humanity, for the world, the amazing things, but what He has done for you personally. And see how extremely much God outweighs what we do, what we're required to do by religion and tradition. Our life needs to be devoted. Our existence needs to be devoted to Him. Not to a system, not to a religion, but to God. We need to wake up. We need to start thinking and putting things together like this. Because if we don't, nothing's ever going to change. Right now, statistically, in the United States, you cannot look at statistics of things like crime, abortion, drugs, alcohol, adultery, pornography. You cannot look at any of these statistics and see any difference whatsoever from the people in church and the people outside of church. There's no difference. Is that really what our God deserves? Are these the people that He deserves? Just ask yourself that. Does He deserve this? It's just beyond belief. He deserves so much more. And He's willing to provide so much more. If we just let Him. If we just open up. If we can just put all of this garbage, all of this religion and tradition, all of this church culture, just throw it down. Put it in the trash. And start over. And let Him do what He needs to do in our lives, in our hearts, in our minds. All of this junk is just holding us back. All of these things, these institutions that are supposedly there to glorify God, are only there to glorify people. They're only there to help you, make you feel like you've done your duty. It's all garbage. And we need to throw it away. We need to put it where it belongs, in the garbage. Because there's so much more. Because He's so much more. Just think about it. Think about who He is. How epic. We use this word epic for movies, these big, dramatic, big budget movies. But He's epic. He's amazing. And here we just devote a breath. We just devote a blink of the eye to Him. To this fantastically incredible being with so much love and compassion, who's done so much for the world and so much for you. Can't we give Him more? Can't we give Him more than a blink? Can't we give Him more than a breath? Because that's all this is. Going to church on Sunday, a blink of the eye. Saying your prayers every day, a breath. Worshipping Him, another breath. It's nothing. It's an insult to who He is, to what He is, to what He's done and what He's going to do. It's an insult. So just think about it. And I hope that me putting it like this allows you to open your mind a little bit. I know it's hard. I know it's hard when we've been brought up for so long with so much tradition and so much religion. It's hard to just put that aside. But try to weigh it. Think of it as a scale and put all of God on one side and then all of what we do for God on the other side. Put the entire church culture on the other side. Put every denomination, every religion, pile it up on the other side. And see how well that scale evens out. It's not even close. It's not even close. Just think about it and pray about it. Ask Him to help you, to guide you, and to give you the strength to make the right choices.